Welcome back to Fight Squad TV. Shakur Stevenson takes on Felix Caraballo June 9th in Las Vegas in a 10-round main event fight. Shakur Stevenson, I'm so glad to see this young fighter and this young man step back into the ring because everybody knows he trains, he's hungry, and he eats, sleeps, and does everything boxing. Shakur Stevenson, this is his 130-pound debut. We all know that he's the 126-pound WBO champion. But at the end of the day, this is a stay busy fight and a get back in the mix kind of a fight. And I'm glad that he's kicking off boxing. Shakur Stevenson, his fight got scrapped in March. He was ready and set to go, and his fight got canceled, I think, like a day or two before the actual fight due to the coronavirus pandemic. But Shakur Stevenson, as we all know, being as hungry as he is, and with pictures on the internet and social media surfacing that, these last 3 months, he's been training and working hard, and he hasn't been ballooning up in weight, and he's staying focused and keeping his eye on the prize. We all know Shakur Stevenson. He has great defense, great footwork, cat-like reflexes. He can punch in combinations, and we also know that, he's a young man. His grown man strength is coming in, so the power will come. Shakur Stevenson, as we all know, his main bout that he really does want is the Josh Warrington unification bout. But, Josh Warrington keeps running away. He keeps acting scared. He keeps mentioning Shakur Stevenson's name, but he don't want to get in that ring for that smoke. And as we all know, Gary Russell Jr. also keeps calling out Shakur Stevenson. We all know Gary Russell Jr. is a PBC fighter, but at the end of the day, Al Heyman doesn't prevent none of his fighters from fighting any other fighter on different networks. He will allow his fighters to fight another fighter that's aligned with another promoter and another network if it's in the best interest of his fighter. I do think that Shakur Stevenson is the top guy at 126 pounds, even though he's fighting at 130 pounds in this bout. He's young enough to where the extra 4 pounds won't hurt him. And if he has to drop back down to 126 pounds to defend his title, I think he's going to definitely clean out the division. He would definitely beat the crap and beat the brakes off of Josh Warrington. And in a very challenging fight against Gary Russell Jr., I do think he will emerge as victorious because I think he has the skills. Not only does he have the speed, he has the defense, he has the footwork, and we all see that Gary Russell Jr., he does struggle at times when speed can come back at him. And if Shakur Stevenson builds on his strength, we all know that Gary Russell Jr. doesn't do too well with guys that can, lay hands on him. You don't have to necessarily be strong, but in a sport like boxing, a combat sport, all you have to do is put hands on somebody. And if you do it for a couple of rounds, even the best chins in the world will start to fall. But with that being said, Shakur Stevenson has to focus on his bout on June 9th, and I look for him to come out in a very spectacular fashion and, show the boxing world what we've been missing and show everybody that this young fighter is hungry and he's ready to dominate and be the future of the sport and be a star in this sport. So with that being said, guys, I'm so glad to get back into it, and I'm so glad for boxing to come back on, and just stay tuned for some more videos and let the boxing begin.